How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm doing good. What's up?
Introduce yourself.
I'm John Keeble, singer from Warbringer.
So, how's the tour been going so far?
Been pretty excellent. A lot of good shows, a lot of good pits, stage divers, loud guitars, all the good stuff.
Oh, cool. You guys just planning on releasing a new album called
Warbringer 4, Empire's Collapse.
Okay. Has that album been out yet, and what the reaction been? Or
Album came out about 3 weeks ago. Reaction's been pretty solid. It's it's a bit of a different record for us, but I think most people really like it.
okay. How would you compare this album to the previous works? You think this is a little bit heavier, a little more thrashier?
No, actually, like if anything, it's less straight up thrash. There's a lot of I'd say it's still very much a thrash record, but it branches out a little more. There's some songs that are influenced by like punk rock and hardcore. There's some that are more like traditional heavy metal. Some that go further into like extreme metal than we've done before. Some that are just like straight up thrash. We try to make a really diverse album that sort of shows like all aspects of the band, but it goes like a couple steps further in those directions, I'd say, than the works we've done before.
So it's a more diversified album than it ever been. So, are we going to hear any new songs from the new, live in a live setting?
Yeah, what we've been doing like a 7-song set, and we've been doing like 4 new ones every night, and it goes over quite well. A lot of the new songs are working out really well live, and we really since we just came out with that, this is the tour for supporting that record. Our set's pretty focused on the new record at the moment.
Okay. So, what's it like to tour with Creator and Overkill?
It's sweet. Yeah, not much more to say. Like 2 great bands. We've toured with both these bands before, so there's like a personal report there as well, and good times.
Yeah. How important is it for you guys, to get along with these bands? As far as you guys going to be on the road with them, you're going to interact with them, and how important it is to you to get along, with.
Well, it's important. I mean, if people are having conflicts every day, it makes tour like that much more stressful and difficult. But fortunately, most folks that have been out on the road for a while know how to get along with just about anybody, and we've been like hanging out most nights. We've like gone beyond getting along, and like we're partying down with these guys, and it's pretty fun. We've known them before. It's definitely like a pain in the ass when you get like some people that are stick in the mud on tour or that really make it more difficult.
Yeah.
But there hasn't been a lot of that on this tour. People have been really friendly and good. That's the way it's supposed to be,
So this like you guys played Texas 5-6 times already. I can't count. So how you like playing in Texas?
It's pretty cool, man. Deep Ellum's a cool area. Trees is a cool venue. We've played a lot of other places too, but the last couple times we've been through here, and it's been really nice.
Oh, that's cool.
And rolling in, messing with Texas, all of that.
What'd you think of the bud here?
It's all right. I'm from California. It's all right. I've had some good, some not so good.
Oh, that's cool. So so what's your guys' plan after you guys done touring? What's your guys' plan? You guys plan on heading to Europe and?
That's exactly what we're doing. Yeah, in about a month after this tour ends, we're going on tour in Europe as main support for Ice Earth in Europe.
For who?
Ice Earth.
Ice Earth. Oh, your label mate. So,
I hate to interrupt about the gear situation. I need to do that right now. I didn't see anybody else.
Talk to him.
Sorry to interrupt.
So, can you give us a brief, name out 3 songs off the new album and give us a little summary about some of the songs?
Okay, I'll pick 3 at random. The opener, Horizon, is sort of like a really fast-moving, progressive thrash song that gets a little black metal-y at the end. Has a lot of like minor variations on a few different themes, but it's really busy, really fast-moving, and lyrically it's sort of about rejecting what people tell you about the universe and finding your own truth, I suppose.
Yeah.
The second song, Turning of the Gears, musically is really like robotic and as 4/4 and like rigid as possible because it goes with the lyrical concept. That song was written a little backwards where the lyrics came first and the music after. Most of the songs go the other way. But this one, the lyrics are about sort of that feeling of like helplessness and just like slave to the daily grind, sort of like running on a wheel and never getting ahead, which I think is how a lot of people feel like at their jobs in the modern day. I think it's very relevant to today. And then there's another song, Iron City, that musically is just like old school speed thrash, more so like old school sounding than like what we normally would do actually. and at the end gets sort of into like a Thin Lizzy guitar harmony. And that song's about pretty much what we do out on the road, which is play it really loud and drink shitty ass beer and just like get reckless, you know. So it's a more fun type song, and it's a really cool addition to the album as well, for mostly a more serious record.
So what is some of the things? I mean, when I know some bands, they on tour, you guys have an off day to goof off and unwind and stuff. What are some of the things you guys do on your off day? Like you guys go to different like museums or
No,
or
we don't have off days. It's true. We don't have off days. If there's an off day, it's because there's like a 15-hour drive. So our off days are driving. We don't have off days. Show every day.
So, well, that's fun work. That's all you do is play shows and don't have to wash dishes or.
Off days are a waste of time from touring. You got to be efficient about it, and so we try to have as few off days as possible. We would much rather be playing a show every day.
Okay. So wait. Okay. So what's the biggest crowds you played so far?
Biggest ones were at like Wacken and Grass Pop in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
Played some very big crowds there, as well as the Battle of San Bernardino show, opening for like Iron Maiden, Megadeth, Anthrax, Testament, Overkill, Sabaton. I think that's everyone that was there.
So what was it like to have to when what was your reaction when you got the call to do open for Iron Maiden?
Fuck yeah, let's do it. What else can I say? Yes, of course we'll do that.
And how much was it a learning experience for you guys? Have you met the guys or?
Met a couple of them. I don't know if it's a learning experience. We play the show like any other show. The difference is that it's a pretty big show, and then after we go and get drunk and watch a bunch of bands we like. So it's not. The show itself, like from our end, isn't that different, but it was just really cool to be a part of it and to do it.
Yeah, just to play with Iron Maiden. That that's got to be the plus.
Things to do before I die. Check.
Yeah, and getting to see them on the side of the stage, it must have been great.
Oh yeah, well, I got right up front actually, which before I've seen Maiden a couple times, it's always been like, there they are,
Yeah. So, you guys written any new songs yet, or?
Since the new album? No, the new album came out like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
I mean, you guys got any material lined up already? Nope.
No, we just did the new record, and that's the last stuff we wrote. We
Okay.
usually don't. Well, after a record's done, we usually take a pretty long break from writing and come back with a bunch of new ideas.
How long has it been since you guys put out before you put out this album? How many?
About a year and a half.
About a year and a half.
Yeah.
Was Gary Holt? I know the last couple of albums Gary Holt was in. Help produce.
He produced the second record, Waking in the Night.
Yep. Tell me a little bit about this producer you guys worked with.
About Steve Evans or Gary Holt? Steve Evans, we worked with on the third and fourth record, and he's really professional, really great job. He really pushes everyone to get a strong performance. He's not one of those guys who's like, oh, we'll fix it in editing. He's like, no, fucking do it again. You can do better. You're a little sloppy on this part. Do it again. And that's great. He has a really, really sharp ear, which is the best thing a producer can have. The guy's got a real sharp ear for quality, and so it's one of those things where when I'm tracking with him or the band is, I can trust his ear more than my own, I feel.
Was he more hands-on or hands-off?
Pretty hands-on, I'd say. Yeah.
Okay.
I felt like I wanted to work with him for the fourth album after our experience on the third because of the way he pushed me in the vocal booth and stuff.
Okay.
So that's a reason why I wanted to work with him. And he's really creative with like helping me work on like the delivery and just bringing the songs like that extra notch. It's great to have another set of ears to like work with, and he's like very easy to talk to about this stuff. And yeah.
So, what's your favorite song on the album?
My personal favorites, Towers of the Serpent. I also really like Horizon, Turning of the Gears, Hunter Seeker, and Scars Remain are some other favorites.
Okay.
And Iron City.
Okay. All right. You guys got 2 more Texas dates. How you guys be coming back to San Antonio? How long has it been since you guys played San Antonio, and where other town you playing in Texas?
Just San Antonio and Dallas, and it was probably exactly the same time as we last played Dallas, because that's what you always do is you hit San Antonio, then maybe Austin and Dallas. So it's within like a couple of days. I don't remember exactly off the top of my head.
All right. Well, I'd like to thank you for doing the interview, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys live
Hell yeah.
here at Trees, and hope there's a great big crowd when you guys come on.
Should be good, man.
All right, take care,
Thanks a
bro.
lot.